Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Anna, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The Bachelor's Juliana has recently become the center of Bachelor Nation's attention after news surfaced that she is officially dating a new boyfriend, sparking intense discussion among fans, alumni, and the media. The revelation began when a series of candid photographs appeared on social media, showing Juliana walking hand-in-hand with a man who was quickly identified by several online sleuths as an entrepreneur based in Los Angeles. The pair were seen in casual attire, laughing together during an afternoon stroll along Venice Beach, seemingly unconcerned about the attention from photographers. The speculation began to swirl immediately, as fans started connecting the dots between Juliana's recent cryptic posts and the timeline of this rumored romance. For weeks, she had been sharing subtle hints, images of wine glasses at sunset, captions about new adventures, and even a playful photo of two hands intertwined without revealing the other person's identity. Many followers commented at the time that she appeared to be glowing in a way that suggested new love, and now, the confirmation has brought both excitement and curiosity. Friends close to Juliana have reportedly expressed their happiness for her. Several Bachelor Nation contestants who formed friendships with her during filming have posted supportive messages, including one castmate who wrote, "She deserves all the happiness in the world. So glad she found someone who treats her right." Others have refrained from public commentary, perhaps mindful of the intense public interest and the potential media frenzy that always follows high-profile Bachelor relationships. According to sources familiar with the situation, Juliana's new boyfriend is not connected to the entertainment industry, marking a shift from her previous dating history, which often involved men with public profiles. This change, insiders suggest, is intentional. She has spoken in past interviews about wanting to build a more private, grounded relationship away from the constant glare of the spotlight. The man in question, identified only as a private business owner, has kept his social media accounts locked and appears to have little interest in fame. This relationship news also comes at a significant point in Juliana's post-Bachelor career. Since her time on the show, she has been steadily growing her personal brand, collaborating with fashion labels, participating in charity events, and building an online following that extends far beyond Bachelor Nation. Observers have noted that her new romance could influence her public image, potentially adding to her relatability among fans who admire her balance between public life and personal boundaries. The couple's first public appearance together, outside of the paparazzi shots, took place at a recent art exhibition in downtown Los Angeles. Witnesses say they arrived quietly, holding hands, and spent much of the evening exploring the installations together. They reportedly chatted with a few friends, took photos with fans who recognized Juliana, and then left before the main crowd began to thin. The low-key approach seemed deliberate, a reflection of their desire to enjoy time together without turning it into a red carpet spectacle. Social media reaction to the news has been a mix of excitement, speculation, and the occasional touch of skepticism. Some fans have expressed relief that Juliana appears to have found happiness after previous heartbreaks documented both on the show and in the press. Others have been quick to analyze every detail of the new boyfriend's appearance, background, and possible intentions. Online Bachelor fan forums have lit up with threads dissecting how the couple may have met, with some theorizing they were introduced through mutual friends, while others believe a chance meeting at a charity gala last spring might have been the starting point. Notably, several of Juliana's recent Instagram stories have hinted at shared experiences with her new partner. Posts from a weekend getaway featured scenic ocean views, boutique hotel interiors, and gourmet meals, all without explicitly showing his face. This deliberate concealment has only fueled further speculation, as fans try to match clothing glimpses and background details to the man seen in the paparazzi photos. While Juliana has not issued an official statement confirming the relationship, her body language and the consistent presence of this man in her recent outings speak volumes. Body language experts have already weighed in, pointing out the comfort and familiarity between them in public settings. One noted, "You can tell when a couple is in the early stages of romance. There's a combination of excitement and natural ease that shows in the way they interact." Juliana and her new boyfriend clearly have that. Adding to the intrigue, some of Juliana's Bachelor co-stars have started following her boyfriend's private account, suggesting they have been introduced behind the scenes. This detail, though minor, has not gone unnoticed by fans, who often track social media interactions to piece together relationship timelines. The timing of the romance has also caught attention because Juliana had recently spoken about her dating life during a podcast appearance just a few months ago. At the time, she mentioned focusing on self-growth and being open to love when the right person comes along. The alignment between that statement and the recent sightings has led many to believe this relationship may have been quietly developing for some time. Industry insiders believe the couple may eventually go public with their relationship in a more formal way, perhaps through an exclusive interview or a carefully curated joint social media post. However, given Juliana's past experiences with public breakups, it's equally possible she will choose to maintain a level of privacy for as long as possible. The interest in Juliana's romantic life is not surprising, given the enduring fascination audiences have with Bachelor Nation alumni. Every new relationship, engagement, or breakup tends to generate waves of conversation, and Juliana's story is no exception. Her charm on the show, combined with her post-Bachelor success, has made her one of the more relatable and admired figures in the franchise. What remains to be seen is how this new chapter will unfold. For now, fans appear content to celebrate the news and wish her well, even as speculation about the details continues. The sight of Juliana smiling, laughing, and enjoying herself in the company of her new boyfriend has been enough to brighten Bachelor Nation's social feeds, and to remind viewers that life after reality TV can indeed bring real-world happiness. Although The Bachelor Season 29 was successful for Grant Ellis, and after originally feeling like he was deceptive to everyone including Juliana Pasquarosa, I've changed my mind and think he was being true to himself with his decision at the end of the season. Throughout The Bachelor Season 29, it was clear that Grant was struggling to figure out what he wanted out of the experience. While Grant wasn't certain about what he was going to do or who he was going to choose until the end of the road, Juliana knew what she was looking for the whole time. Juliana, who was born and raised in Massachusetts, was hopeful about Grant from the beginning of The Bachelor. While Juliana wasn't entirely certain when she met the ex-professional basketballer turned day trader, Grant's time getting to know her on The Bachelor made it clear that he was who she was looking for. Throughout the season, Juliana's social media presence made her tough to root for, but it was clear that her time on screen was different from what Bachelor Nation saw off-screen. Grant had a tough time coming to a conclusion, but I think he stayed true to his gut. Throughout The Bachelor Season 29, Grant's behavior was called into question multiple times. While Grant was a great guy throughout The Bachelorette Season 21, where he dated Jen Tran until the week before hometown dates, it became clear that he was having a difficult time when it came to his own season. Though he didn't stop being a great guy by any means, Grant struggled to keep himself afloat with all the rejection he had to deliver to the women of his season. As a people-pleaser by nature, Grant struggled to see any of the women hurt by his actions. Grant was a people-pleaser throughout the season, which was never more clear than when he was facing a rose ceremony. As Grant moved through his season, he developed connections with some women while struggling to connect with others. Grant was able to move through the first episodes fairly seamlessly, but he quickly became cognizant of the women he was letting go of, feeling more pain as the season went on. By the time he got to the end of the season, Grant people-pleased Lisha Gar all the way to the finale, not wanting to hurt her feelings with rejection. Although Grant became one of the more difficult parts of The Bachelor Season 29 toward the end, it felt clear that he was going to choose Lisha over Juliana to Bachelor Nation for weeks ahead of the finale. Grant and Lisha's connection seemed to be completely solidified as he got closer and closer to having to make his big decision, and it appeared that Lisha also felt confident in her relationship with the Bachelor star. Instead of Grant choosing her and propsing at the end, however, Lisha was left shocked and heartbroken when he ended things swiftly and chose Juliana. As the final episode of The Bachelor Season 29 came to a close, Lisha was gearing up to give Grant a piece of her mind about what had transpired between them during the finale. During the live finale after show, Lisha questioned Grant's decision about letting her go because of the way he'd spoken to her as recently as the night before the finale. Sharing that Grant had led her to believe that she was going to be his final choice, Lisha made it clear that she was shocked by his choice and found herself questioning Grant's character in the aftermath. As The Bachelor Season 29 came to a close, Grant chose Juliana, proposed, and the two have begun their descent into happily ever after. Unfortunately, Grant and Lisha's shocking end and Grant's surprise with Juliana shook Bachelor Nation to its core, which meant it took some time for viewers of the show to process what they'd just seen. As Grant and Juliana have been moving forward, Bachelor viewers have had a hard time wrapping their mind around the fact that the couple are happily engaged and making moves toward marriage. Although I think Grant made the right decision with Juliana now, I do wonder if the couple will ultimately make it down the aisle. I think Grant and Juliana are on two somewhat different timelines, as Grant started The Bachelor certain that he was ready to jump headfirst into a major commitment. Now, I'm not so sure that he's prepared for marriage in the way he thought he was. On the other hand, Juliana was likely less certain about marriage, but now that she's engaged, I think she's ready. With the pair on two different pages, anything is possible.